Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing. Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 144 of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. So if you're loving the episodes and you have the thought that someone else might love them too, this is your cue that they would. So copy the link and share it. It's super easy to do, and then they can take it from there. Okay, I was having coffee with a friend this last week, and she told me something that had been shared with her. She said, God gives us trees, not tables and chairs. I love this thought so much because it applies to everything in our life. We're all given opportunities, but we have to turn it into something that's unique to us. We have to take that tree and make a table, one that we like. We have to take that tree and make a chair. What we do with our opportunity determines our life. And it's going to be different for each one of us. I mean, some people take the tree and make paper. Some take the tree and make a guitar. Is a guitar better than paper that we write these beautiful books on? Is a chair any better than a table? No, they're just different and used in different beautiful ways. We each have our own unique talents, and don't you dare say you don't have a unique talent. You do. Maybe you just haven't found it yet, but you have one. It took me a while to discover my unique talent for interior design, and even longer to discover my love of writing, which turned into my love of podcasting and speaking. I know, super different paths, but they called and I answered. You see, we have to start somewhere. And as a society, though, we love instant gratification. If things don't happen instantly, we get discouraged and then we say, well, it's not working. But maybe you just haven't found what does work yet. When I first started my podcast, it took me literally 3 to 4 hours a time to get the episode recorded and published. And that didn't include the time it took for me to develop the episode itself. That was not going to be sustainable. But because I didn't quit and I kept the momentum moving forward, I found a better way and then a better way. And it took several times, and also a friend that's in producing to give me a few tips, but off I went. Now it literally takes me about 10 minutes to publish it once I've done the work of writing and recording. Now, when you first start something new, of course it's going to be hard because you haven't done it before. But stay the course. Just keep the momentum moving forward. Your confidence will grow. I have a young friend who's a jewelry maker, and she makes jewelry really well. She loves it, and she wants to move into finer jewelry, and that's not easy. It's going to be harder for her. But it's her passion, and one step at a time and not giving up will see her unique path to whatever form this jewelry passion takes. And it's not going to end there. I mean, she'll have new desires and new opportunities that open up as she gets the momentum of her life headed where she wants it. She's come so far from where she first started, and as long as she keeps that momentum going forward and doesn't quit, she'll succeed. Sometimes we think we're supposed to go through life always happy and never struggling, but it's that contrast that makes the good times so good. It's the struggle that makes us super strong. Without it, we'd be soft. If everything was easy our whole life, the minute something became hard, we'd quit because we haven't conditioned ourselves to do hard things. Doing hard things, though, is where the growth happens. Eventually, that hard thing will become second nature, and you'll be on to the next hard thing. That's growth. That's life. It's going to be hard, and then it'll be easy. Then it'll be hard, but then it'll be easy again. The contrast makes life exciting and fun and a little scary. It reminds me of a story I've heard of a man who found a cocoon of a butterfly. One day, a small opening appeared. He sat and he watched the butterfly for several hours as it struggled to squeeze its body through that tiny hole. But then it stopped, as if it couldn't go any further. So the man decided to help the butterfly. He took a pair of scissors and he snipped off the remaining bits of the cocoon. The butterfly emerged easily, but it had a swollen body and shriveled little bitty wings. The man continued to watch it, expecting that any minute the wings would enlarge and expand enough to support the body. But neither happened. In fact, the butterfly spent the rest of its life crawling around. It was never able to fly. You see, what the man in his kindness and haste didn't understand is the restricting cocoon and the struggle required by the butterfly to get through the opening was a way of forcing the fluid from its body into the wings so that they'd be ready for flight once that was achieved. Sometimes struggles are exactly what we need in our lives. Going through life with no obstacles would make us soft. We wouldn't be as strong as we could have been, and we might not ever fly the way we were meant to. My friend who's on her jewelry path, if she found instant success and sold 10,000 pieces overnight, it'd be the end of her business because she doesn't yet have the systems in place to even build that many. Eventually she will if that's where she wants to go. But the struggles she's having right now, it's forming her wings. She doesn't need someone to swoop in and make it easy. She needs the struggle because it's preparing her to be able to fly. And so are your struggles. They're making you stronger. Whatever you're dealing with right now, it's building character and strength. It's your journey. This is the path you're supposed to be on. And if you hear that and you think, that's not true, you're meant for something else. You are meant for something more than hallelujah. Yes, you are. That's your inner guidance system showing you how worthy you really are. And it's calling you towards the life you're meant to live. Follow that calling wherever it takes you. Mark Twain said, 20 years from now, you'll be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the things you did. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sail, explore, dream, and discover. My challenge to you this week is to sit down and write out with no limits whatsoever what your perfect life would look like. Who would you be? What would you be doing? And who would you be doing it with? You were given this precious life, this wonderful tree of opportunity to carve something beautiful. It's never too late to start creating the life you know you were meant to live. Be bold, and the confidence will follow. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in a few days. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.